Hello and welcome. In this video I'm going to talk about, is a SANS course really useful? Is it needed in the industry, and is it worth your money? So we're looking at the SANS course website right now, and let me just accept my cookies. It's a very fine website. Let me just start with that. Looking at the website, scrolling through it, really good at this, getting certified and academy stuff and our mission, the training and all that. First of all, I would like to say that I have been taking SANS courses in the past. I never paid for it for myself. The company I work for paid for it. And I'm gonna say that if I'm just totally egoistical, it's gonna say, did I learn something from a SANS course that I didn't pay for? Of course I learned something. Of course I liked it, because it's for free, and everyone likes something that is free. If you're getting something for at your job free, they're like giving you like 8,000 euros worth of something in a week, with hotel and plane and everything. Basically, you're gonna be like, wow, this is really good, I'm gonna recommend this for anyone. But would you recommend this for anyone if you paid it yourself? Now, this is what I'm really gonna try and talk about in this video, because I have been taking a SANS course, also tried the exams, and I know some things that you probably do not know if you ask the SANS officials. They will not tell you this. So this is not a clickbait anything, but I do have some secrets that I feel I need to share with you before you invest in a SANS course. So number one, let me just quickly say, SANS courses are really good. It is not something, trick or bad instructors. It's all really good. Their courses, live courses, when you're in the classes, are really good. Their instructors are really nice and friendly. Of course, they have to be, for the amount of money you ask for you. It's like 8,000 euros. It's like $7,000. It's like, what? And you can probably even get it for less, but I'm just saying that for the amount of money you pay, you're gonna get luxury. You're gonna get like cake and all ad libitum and dinner, but lunch and everything. You're gonna get it, snacks and candy and soda pops and whatever you're gonna get. Everything is gonna be served for you. At least the ones that I've been at in London. So let's just look at something here called Train and Certify, and look at courses, and then do a full course list. Very easy to find something here. Let's assume we're gonna learn something about cybersecurity and IT essentials. Gonna pick this, and you're gonna get, let me zoom this a bit for you. You're gonna get like the Sec 401 security essentials. Now, the thing about the numbering is that the higher the number is the more difficult it is. So the 401 is more difficult than the 275, which is a bit more foundation computer technology security, which is security essentials, network, endpoint, and cloud. Also, introduction to cybersecurity is a 301, or cybersecurity writing, head and back, hack and reader, 402, and so on. Let me see if we can find another one. Let's do something security management and legal auditing. So that's going to be a 512 and a 514 and a 566. And can we get higher number now? And then you can go, I think, in this distrust, can I even say that? Yeah, we have it. A 612 is like ICS cybersecurity in depth. It's a really difficult course. So you can basically pick any course you would like. So let's assume we're gonna do something in cybersecurity, and we're gonna do introduction to cybersecurity. So we're gonna go into like, we're just gonna press anything, course syllabus. Yeah. So you see First of all, you see the course authors is Keith Palmgren. It's a senior instructor. You're gonna look at this guy here. He looks really friendly, and I'm pretty sure he is, because all the instructors at SANS are really good people. They know their stuff, but he got like a lot of years experience and stuff like that, and I'm pretty sure if you get this course from him, you probably learn a lot of stuff. It seems like you can do upcoming courses. It can be on demand, an online one here, and you can do Introduction to Cybersecurity, which is a Blue Team Summit, and it's gonna be live online. I don't know what online is, though. It's really online, but it's really online. I don't know. I guess this is an error on the website. Let's go one back. What they have something now is the online part, and you get this 30 CPEs, which is some points, I don't know. But there's this button here called Course Demo, and all of them is basically demoed in some way. So I have my whatever email I used at some point. Yeah. So they have this course demo here, which is a button you can click on. Now I cannot do that because I don't have any registered account at the moment, but if you do that, you can get a free demo of something. This holds a certification. I think it is. It's called GIAC, Information Security Fundamentals Course, so GISV. So if you get a certified GISV, then basically you can you get a certification that you answer some questions. So basically it's a really good thing. Now what you're gonna learn here is you can look at here, and where is it? Who should attend? And you will be able to, and it also is gonna say what you will learn. So I think you should really read these texts before you go in and order a SANS course. So now you can see here there is like security foundations, and then it says like lab exercises and stuff, and foundation of networking, and yeah. Introduction to cryptography. I would say that's a bit more advanced introduction to, but security technology part 1, part 2, and that's it. So yeah, and from requirements and prerequisites, it's like they talk about what is like the best thing for you to have. So what is really important here is you look for the training and prices. So it's $6,660, and if you want the certification, you're gonna add on $949. So it's basically a whole lot of money for you going into a room and pressing some buttons and getting a piece of paper saying, oh, you pressed right. So now I'm going to talk about what I felt was not the best for me, at least you can say, and I talked to the other ones that participated in the same SANS courses as I did, and they gave me their reflections as well, and they were the same as mine. Now I'm going to state this really clear that this is my reflection in this video, but I'm also saying that I heard it before, so it's not something that is standing alone. My reflections and opinions is highly backed up in the community. However, I think people just tolerate it. So let's talk about what that is. So during the course, you're going to receive, depending on which course it is, a big bunch paper book. Like I got 3 of them, like this thick. It's like 4 or 5 centimeters, and it's like 300-400 pages each. Okay, so we very early in the course, the instructors of the books that created them told us that they were not sorted in any way. It had no index. The index, but I was like, yeah, hey, instructor, please, there's an index behind. And I was like, yeah, but that index is not really updated. It's like, what the flying X-wing. Okay, so, and I got a little upset with that, because if we use this much money and they cannot even keep track on the index, so they were like, listen to this, do you need the index right now? No, you don't. Okay, so what you need it for is when you go to the exam, you need to answer a specific amount of questions. It could be like 100 questions or something like that, and there are multiple choice questions. You know, depending on where you're from in the world, you like multiple choice questions. Very common for me, but in my country, it is like it's like a trickster way. It's like you're tricking someone to press another one. It's like, yeah, so you can earn more money. And this is, I don't like this kind of test. You know, multiple choice questions is like, but give the person a chance, for God's sake. You know, give the person a chance to take the certification to prove that they know what to do, know how to react. To choose among 4 different answers that are all correct, but one of them is more correct. What the flying X-wing again? I don't like that idea. I never liked these kind of tests, because it is so likely you're gonna think like, oh, this is also right, and when you're in the exam room, don't ask these kind of questions. Like, this is, I'm a teacher. I've been teaching for like 13 years now, and I know how to ask exam questions the wrong way, and that is by asking different leading questions and giving my students different possibilities, and they should choose among them. That's called multiple choice questioning, and it doesn't work. It just doesn't work. They all fail. And I'm just gonna say right away, just sorting the index in the freaking books they give us will enable us to look up in the books. If the question is answer about this and that, then you look behind the index and like, okay, so the index is on page 33, it talks about that topic, and then you can go into to the page and see if you marked something out. That is totally okay. But what they told us to do, okay, is to make our own index. Make your own index. Buy the small paper strip you can put on all pages and make a new Excel file and make the work for us. They didn't even want to bother creating the index. I want to express my not satisfaction by having us to create the students their index. They should create the index. I actually stated this. I'm not really gonna do another SANS exam, and by all love and hearts and everything in the world, I am going to do another course in SANS, because I like to attend and learn, but not going to do the exam. I'm not going to create a new index. If you go and search the internet for SANS course index, let me just show you this. SANS course index. What you're going to find is people creating their own indexes. So they go out and buy these small post-it notes, and then you go in and create your own index in an Excel sheet. So you end up with just like that, these right here, with all the let me just make this bigger. This is what you end up with. Books like that, filled with different colors, and you're gonna create this work. Now, I'm not saying you're not going to learn anything from creating all this. You will learn something. You will be really good at the material. But paying that much money to actually create the index and update it is like, whoa. That is something I would have liked to know before I invested my time into doing it. I did it. I have 3 books. I spent like a week work at my job. I told them, listen guys, I need to do this. And they were like, what are you doing? I'm indexing the material. It's like, you're indexing the material. But isn't it the indexing is like a book? It's like, yeah, but it's not up to date. And I was like, what the flying X-Wing? And I was like, yeah, it's a big X-Wing. What? So I'm just telling you right now, if this is what you're gonna do, Excel will be your friend, and you're gonna end up with something like this. And you will have many pages you have to look at. This is something I highly dislike. I highly dislike this way of studying. And it's a thing. People create pages for it. There's actually a web page talking about how to build your own SANS index. It's a Eric Coy whatever link here. He even teaches people how to create your own index. And it's like, yeah, I love the work, you know. Thank you, Eric Oy. Or if I pronounced that well, I don't know, but I'm trying. It is the way to go. If you want your SANS certification, do stuff like this. You know, sometimes you can even find people sharing their indexes and you can get it for free. But I'm just saying that, you know, seriously, you know, why don't you just keep your index up to date? There's also a guide here, how to build your own SANS index, and it's a thing. They don't create the indexes up to date in the SANS courses. You're paying that much money for it. I highly dislike that. And you're gonna have an opinion. You're watching my video, and I respect your opinion. I respect you have your way, and I respect you like the way SANS does it. I don't like it. However, the information I share in this video is something that you can reflect further on and say like, oh, I see. They don't create indexes for us. Fact. They give us multiple choice questions which are weird and leading and double truth based. Fact. If you like that, go for it. If you don't like it, think about it 4 times more and maybe a big X-Wing along with you before you buy a SANS course. Other than that, SANS really is good, and I really would like to attend other courses at SANS. However, I'm not gonna do the exam. Never again. My opinion, I do other things to learn stuff. And this is just my reflections. I hope you learned something today. If you learned something today, please consider subscribing to my channel. Leave a comment below, and I see you out there. Bye bye.